Hello everybody, my name is Antonio Vadillo and I'm making this video to review and reflect on some of the ideas that I learned this semester in my secondary education class. So just to kind of give you an overview, we learned different teaching methods, different instructional strategies you can say, that really help make us better teachers if we want to be secondary education teachers. That's middle school and high school. And as you all know, I am studying to become a Spanish teacher. So yeah. So to begin, one of the strategies or the approaches that I really liked and I really enjoyed learning about this semester was the cooperative education strategy. That's when two students, or two or more students, kind of work together in groups and they get to share ideas, they get to pair share, they get to bring their own background knowledge into the learning experience. So they're not only learning from the teacher, but they're also learning from each other. So that is one of the strategies that I hope to implement when I have my own classroom. Also, when the students are working together, it helps if they're working on issues that are the big questions in life, if you know what I mean. So if they're asked a major question in their learning objectives, like let's say in Spanish, I don't know, why does this word have an accent mark and that one doesn't? Or where does this food come from? Or, different things like that. It'll help them out a lot. Inquiry-based learning is when the teacher gives the student a question and the student has to research in order to find the answers himself or herself. So when they do that, they get a chance to feel around and really crack the questions and come up with real answers themselves. Which brings me to my next point. I think when it comes to education, it should really be very much experience-based. So we don't want to give our students something fake where they can somewhat understand or grasp the point. We want them to be able to fully experience it. Get the real experience of what they're learning about, right? With their five senses pretty much. At least that's how I understand it. Experience-based learning is when students can actually get their hands dirty and get into the learning process, which makes it really fun. The only way, that's good, The thing is, when students work together, many times there can be discipline issues. They can bump heads and not get along. So this is where discipline comes in. We learned about one of the strategies that I really liked, which was the instruction management technique. And that means that a teacher really puts a lot of time forward into really preparing engaging lessons so that the students aren't bored and so that the students don't have time to misbehave. We all know that students are little angels on the inside. We just have to really connect with that deep, 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 deep down purity that they have inside of them and really bring it out. And the way you do this, from what we've learned, is to really teach to them, like really connect with their learning processes, the way that they learn, because we know that not all students learn the same way. Although it is ideal for all of them to have some kind of a linguistic background or linguistic learning strategy, we know that they don't all have that taste, that interest. And although many math teachers would love for their students to be calculating numbers all day and have numbers in their head all day and be mathematically intelligent, we know that that's not the case. There are students who just come into the classroom and are always singing, they're always singing. They're always singing and they're always listening to music. The minute they walk into your classroom, they're in with their earbuds and they're popping their heads, They have their pencils and they're just making beats all day. It can be distracting for a teacher at times, but if you have those students, really direct your instruction toward them. So that, I don't know, you can make them write a song about the key concepts that you're trying to teach them, or, I don't know, write a beat or something like that, We also have students, like this duck here, who really like to dance. Okay. And they go all over the place. As you can see, they don't let you do they try and get in your way of learning, or many teachers themselves become distracted with students like that because they're always moving, they're always getting up to sharpen their pencil, they're always trying to be active. if you know you have students who are bodily kinesthetic intelligent, then use that to your advantage, you know? Have them explain something with a dance, have them do some kind of a movement that will remind them the key vocabulary that you're trying to teach them. You know, things like that. There's many different intelligences, and as teachers, we really have to really hit upon each one of those in order to really teach those students, in order to engage them into our classroom activities, and really kind of make them want to learn on their own, you know what I mean? But as we know, Rome wasn't built in a day, and a bad student wasn't made overnight. It took many years of not so well prepared teachers, issues at home, their socioeconomic background, to make them the bad student that they are. So they're not going to become that straight A, always participate, excited about learning student. You know, you have to really, sometimes you just have to take small steps and really set goals for them, you know? Shaping their I guess, discipline to what you want it to be. Because if you do that, then it becomes easier if you reward them for every step that they take forward, you know? And you can really be the reason that those students become a major success at the end, you know? And we all know that this is one of the reasons why we as teachers want to do this, to become teachers, to really help them out and really make them the success that they really are within. Really help them achieve their dreams and all that good stuff. So that takes talented teachers. That takes teachers who are willing to take the extra mile, as I said, and use instructional management to really engage their students in the learning process. Because not all teachers are made the same. You know what I mean? So my call to action to you and to myself is to become that teacher. Become the teacher that the students talk about when they leave the classroom, but not in a bad way. Because, you know, they're going to be talking about us regardless. Hopefully it's in a good way. Be the reason the students want to go to school. Be that teacher that inspires them to not skip class. Be that teacher who really makes them motivated to learn. And don't let them be there just because of compulsory attendance laws. Because if they're not there, they'll get in trouble. You be the reason. Once again, my name is Antonio, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video, and I hope you learned a little bit about what we learned in the semester. Thank you.